What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 147, and we start today's episode off by seeing that Johan Kabay got a training injury and will be out for 9 days, and also that the transfer window is now open. Yes, get in! The transfer window is now open as we have entered January, which means we can make some signings and make some transfers here with Paris Saint-Germain. And of course, the first signing I was going to look to make was M'Baye Niang of West Bromwich Albion. I want Niang back. He was so amazing for us. We would never have had the type of seasons we had when Niang came in if it wasn't for him, because he was just so good for us. You know, top scorer in the Premier League 2 years in a row, helped us to an undefeated season, helped us get the Champions League. He actually scored both goals in the Champions League final against Real Madrid, so he's an amazing player for us. He needs to come back. We need Niang in this series, and hopefully West Brom will accept a bid of £20 million plus Barry Bannon. Also putting a bid for Kevin Tavernier, our scout future star. Obviously, I don't want to sign every single player from West Bromwich Albion, but definitely Niang and Tavernier. Those two I do want back with us. We put in a bid of £10 million plus Lombardi, and we'll wait and see what West Bromwich Albion say. Also a bid for Hugo Lloris. Now, we don't need a new goalkeeper, but you guys have seen just how important it is to have a really high rated goalkeeper at your club. I know that Handanovic is 86 rated and very good as well, but to be honest, I feel as though Lloris, 3 ratings higher, a little bit younger, 89 overall, and French as well, which is always important for me, could be a very good signing for us. So we put in a bid of £15 million plus Handanovic, and we'll wait and see what Barcelona say. Also putting a bid for Laporte of Athletic Bilbao. Now, I don't know too much about this guy, but I've seen so many people talk about him in career mode as one of the best centre-backs you can buy, so the fact he's French is always a real positive. He's 84 overall at 24 years old, valued at £17.5 million, so it looks like he could be a very good signing. Also Mangala as well. I mentioned Mangala a few episodes ago, back when I was with West Bromwich Albion. Mangala always seems to do really well on FIFA, so I feel as though he could be a great signing for us as well, to partner Thiago Silva, but of course he would be one rating lower than David Luiz, who is currently partnering Thiago Silva, so I don't know, not too bothered about that one. But regardless, look at how many players I have on the transfer list and on the loan list here at PSG. I did tell you there was so much deadwood here, and I was looking forward to completely restructuring Paris Saint-Germain, and that is exactly why. But still, one player is leaving, Baherbek, that striker, is on his way out on a pre-contract next year, so that's fine with me. And also West Brom come back to us and accept both bids for Niang and Tavernier, so I was pretty shocked. I was pretty surprised, to be honest, because obviously Niang valued at £21.5 million. You know, we put in a bit of £20 million plus Barry Bannon, so yes, in total that is over his valuation, but I was still surprised because Niang, you know, the fact of the matter is he is one of the best players in that team, despite so many stars in that team. Yet for some reason the AI manager doesn't seem to want him, and Tavernier as well, £10 million plus that random left back. That's a pretty decent deal, so both of those bids could be really good for us. And also Rabiot is on his way to Montpellier for a season-long loan. He's 23 years old, 76 overall, but he's just not good enough for the team yet, so we can go and get some first team experience in Ligue 1. And also Hugo Lloris, Barcelona accept a bid of £15 million plus Handanovic, so it's very rare I'll put in bids for players and the first transfer offers will get accepted, but in those cases, all 3 of those signings that we're looking to make, all the opening bids were accepted. That's pretty crazy, isn't it? That's unlike my videos completely. But also as well, Athletic Bilbao didn't want the bid we put in for Laporte, so we put in a £20 million bid. And also City wanted £13.5 million for Mangala, so I said to Pellegrini, I'll meet you in the middle, £13 million, let's call it even, and we'll wait and see what he says. And following that, Niang accepts his contract and Tavernier declines his, but Niang is going to come in for £20 million plus Barry Bannon. And to me, that is just an absolute steal, because we don't need to sign really attacking players here at PSG, because this side is so jam-packed of great attacking quality. But Niang, you make room for Niang. You know, when you have a world-class player like that, who is, you know, one of your players who you feel like you've developed so nicely, you always want to get them back whenever you leave to a new team. And as you can see, we see the article there, PSG get cut price Niang, and I also show you a squad report because I forgot to do that at the start of the month, so sorry about that. You know, you always want to make room for that player, and Niang is no exception. We had to get the guy back, and you know, 85 overall, only 24 years old. I mean, the guy is just so good, and I'm confident of getting him into the high 80s. I know that's a really big stretch. I don't know what his potential is, but someone did tell me it was in the low 80s. I think it was 83. So, you know, I'm confident of getting him even higher. If I've got him to an 85 already at 24 years old, there's no reason why I can't get him to an 87 87, possibly even an 88. So I'm glad Niang's back, really happy about that, and it's going to be a stretch to fit him in this team with so many attacking quality players as you're seeing them here, but I believe that we can find a way to put him in the team somehow, and I'm sure he is going to be a really good signing for us. So I'm very happy about that deal. Really good signing, and yeah, it's a great signing for us. And also as well, look at the league table. We're halfway through the season and we are 2 points behind the leaders Marseille with 19 games gone. So as I mentioned, we're not going to run away with this league. It's not going to be easy for us. Although we've won every league game so far since coming in, it's not going to be easy. Marseille and Monaco, both very good teams and can challenge us very well, and there are also some very good teams underneath us too. So it's going to be a tight season for us, but I do believe that we have the team and we are capable enough of getting ourselves the French league title. And also Hugo Lloris has accepted his contract, which means we have a new goalkeeper in our club as well, 89 overall. I know we didn't need a goalkeeper, I know Handanovic was totally fine, but I believe that Lloris could win us points on his own. He is that good of a goalkeeper. So Lloris comes in, very happy about that. Also Manchester City accept our bid for Mangala, and also Athletic Bilbao accept our bid for Laporte. So we offered them contracts, but of course with Kevin Savanier now accepting his contract, it means we can't afford either of those players unless we sell one or two more as well. And as you've seen, I've got so many players on the transfer list, but I struggle to sell players on career mode so much. I don't know why I have this problem, because it seems like barely any of you do as well, but I struggle to shift on players really much. But still, Savanier has come in and I'm really happy about that. Obviously again, we don't exactly need him, but at 19 years old with so much potential, of course has the potential to be special as well, which is 90 plus potential, I feel as though it was necessary to get him back and develop him, because I know at West Bromwich Albion he wasn't going to get used, because quite frankly when you got a team with Di Maria, Carrillo, Rooney supporting, obviously now would probably be Andy Carroll up top, or actually Paco Alcacer, he's not going to get much game time, is he? So I'm glad that Savanier comes in. He will probably be on the bench for this team, that's the irony of it, but he'll still get some game time. He'll still play in midweek fixtures and Champions League games here and there, so he'll get some game time. We'll be able to keep a close eye on him as well to track his development. So yeah, I'm happy with that signing as well. And you know, he'll come off the bench a lot as well, get some first team minutes, but it is very hard to fit both of those players, Niang and Savanier, into this team. But two of those three players we did sign would make their debuts in this game. So after making three big signings, two of the three would make the debuts. That was of course Hugo Lloris, the goalkeeper, and Niang, who I think I'm probably going to start on the right wing for PSG. So just like West Brom, I'll play a 4-5-1, and the attacking trio supporting Higuain up top will be left mid Hazard, CAM Lacazette, and the right wing Niang. So very deadly attack. But the first chance actually came to the wayside here in the first game of today's episode, the first and only game against Nantes. The first chance fell to the away side, but thankfully for us, our new signing Hugo Lloris had to make a very good save there. And I said I'm confident he'll win us points on his own this year, and that was one of the reasons. What a big save that was. Then Niang was denied his first goal for the club by a very good save by the opposition goalkeeper. And in the 33rd minute here, as the defender misses the ball, Higuain goes forward, and again the Nantes goalkeeper makes a very good save and keeps it at 0-0. So great chance there, but Higuain is denied by the goalkeeper. And from the corner, Hazard crosses the ball into the centre. Niang wins the header, and he's denied a debut goal from the man on the line who clears it away. So still PSG 0, Nantes 0, but looking very threatening early on. Still goalless though, and from the clearance we get the ball back. Niang roulettes around his man, then a fake shot, then the shot is blocked and it comes to Lacazette, and his strike is also saved by the goalkeeper, and it is still goalless. So looking pretty strong, but I just couldn't seem to get going in this game. Like I was creating a few chances here and there, but the passing wasn't very slick. And on the stroke of half time here, as Niang goes down the right hand side, I tries to catch the goalkeeper at the near post, and it hits the post and is cleared away for a corner. So still goalless as we were going into the break, and I was really frustrated about that because I did have a lot of chances, but I just couldn't seem to find the back of the net. And in the 58th minute here, Nantes almost grabbed themselves a goal as they get themselves inside, and again Hugo Lloris is called into action, desperate for a debut clean sheet. But in the 67th minute, the goal drought would finally be broken. It took us a very long time to score, but David Luiz headed in, and Eden Hazard corner, and the two former Chelsea teammates link up and get us the opening goal of the game. So it did take us a very long time. I knew we'd score eventually. It was just one of those games where the pressure was telling, and it was just a case of when you'd score, not if you would. forward, and eventually David Luiz does head it in, gets his second goal for us in the season, and it is PSG 1, Nantes 0. So very pleased to take the lead there for an unlikely source. And in the 82nd minute, it could have been 2-0 as Coulomb plays it out wide towards Van der Wiel, inside to Savanier off the bench, then finds Coulomb, a lovely through ball to Lacazette down the left-hand side, and the Nantes player gives the ball away, and Zlatan off the bench slides in to take the shot, but it goes wide and behind for a goal kick. But the final score was PSG 1, Nantes 0, so we hang on for the 3 points. It was a pretty poor game for goals, but we did play much better, and very pleased to see the 3 big signings make their debuts and all put in relatively decent shifts. But as always guys, a big thank you for watching the video, and hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon.